What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Bros. Gaming with the Bros. But yeah, welcome back, guys. Yeah, it's been a crazy news week.
Yes, a lot going on. There's the state of play.
Kicking
off.
Got the Nintendo Nindies. Always good stuff, and then of course the
Game Awards.
Yeah, the Game Awards, like the biggest news outlet kind of thing, other than like E3 and stuff like that. So
it's like the Grammys, but for gaming.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, huge news week. I was talking to my brother earlier. I haven't played too much games this week. I had to go to Delaware for the weekend, so I haven't really played too much. I think we're just kind of gonna skip, what we've been playing. I know you did want to talk about Resident Evil for a second.
Yeah, just for a second. So I finished it, and it was really hard at the end. I was completely out of ammo, and I kind of spent all my ammo on the the grass guys. I don't even like the ones in the what is it called? Science building.
Oh yeah, like the
laboratory, the research laboratory.
Yeah.
And so when I was fighting Mr. X at the end,
he was pretty tough.
Yeah, it took me like 10 tries, and I kept running out of ammo.
Yeah, he's tough, especially when he starts doing those that charge move where he can kill you in one hit.
Yeah,
it gets pretty tough. Annoying. Yeah. Have you started Jill's playthrough?
No.
Okay. So, yeah, you gotta do that because it is a little different. You get the true ending whenever you do that. So make sure to do that. I did, however, when on the plane, Kaylee and I did break out the Switch and played it. We played a little bit of Mario Kart. So that was kind of the first experience I've had on a plane playing the Switch. It was
a little commercial Switch, right?
Yeah, it definitely was. We pulled down the little table and we gamed it up a little bit. It was a little unfortunately it was pretty not too much turbulence, but enough to where we couldn't ever get out of our seats.
Yeah.
So it was kind of hard I just set it in my little case, whatever, propped it up, so it held up pretty well.
Nice.
But yeah,
I do have a sad Switch-related story.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So last night I was playing I was gonna play some Dragon Quest in bed, but my Switch Lite was almost dead. So I whipped out my Switch and I set it on my bed, and then when I sat down on my bed, the Switch fell off, and it landed right on the right Joy-Con.
Yeah.
And it cracked it.
Oh my gosh.
The Joy-Con is cracked. It's so sad after 2.5 years.
Well, it felt some type of way when you got the light.
I know. I'm glad I wasn't using the light.
Well, at least it was just the Joy-Con, and you got other ones, right?
Yeah, I've got another set.
You probably send it into Nintendo and get it fixed.
Yeah, I feel like a bad parent though.
I know.
So negligent.
But yeah, that was kind of my that was kind of my weekend gaming. I did try out the new Shovel Knight, the King of Cards.
Oh yeah.
I played one level of it, and it seems like it's really cool. And then I'm gonna play more of it later on this week, but we'll talk about that next time.
Nice.
On the next episode. But let's go ahead and dive into this juicy news.
Oh yeah.
So starting out, kind of beginning of the week, a new Bioshock was announced by 2K. It's in the works.
Far off, right? Far away?
Yeah, far away, probably 3 years at least, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Bioshock's always kind of been it's always been kind of gone through development hell, is what a lot of people say. Bioshock 1, I remember it went through a lot of changes, and obviously for the better, because Bioshock 1 was incredible, and then Bioshock 2 is really good, and then that studio 2K Marin ended up getting shut down, and then of course Irrational Games, after Infinite shipped, shut down, and I think Ken Levine kind of went to more of a smaller team after Infinite. So Infinite was good. I was expecting a lot more from it.
Yeah, I was excited for it, but
definitely. It was definitely an incredible game, but I just coming off of Bioshock 1 and 2, I think
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, when I think of Bioshock, I think I just think of like Rapture and like being underwater.
Yeah, it just seems like a completely different game. And I think we might have touched on this last week,
Yeah.
but I hope they return to Rapture in some form. Maybe not like a direct copy of 1 and 2, but a variation, a spin on
I'd
it.
really like to see like, so I either want like something completely different, like obviously in the Bioshock universe, but maybe some other like, utopia, whether it's, I don't know, in the mountains or I don't know, something like that. Or I would really like to see like Bioshock, like the Rapture stories or something, where it's just like maybe a little like, tiny fragments of like the stories of the people behind, what happened, like the demise, like the fall of Rapture, and kind of like seeing from other people's perspective, but like just
Cool.
like a little tiny, kind of like tiny stories. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. They can make it like a horror game,
Yeah. Oh
like a
yeah, dude.
spin-off horror game.
Bioshock was already kind of like creepy,
Pretty freaky.
but I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah. So hopefully they do it justice.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it's
return
Bioshock. I
to-
mean, hopefully 2K is going to treat this thing right and
Yeah, hopefully.
does a good job with it. Um, but Final Fantasy, the new 7 was a PS4 exclusive until 2021.
2021, and it's not even the full Final Fantasy 7. It's a part 1.
Yeah, they're doing it in parts, which is, I don't know, it's kind of weird. A lot of people think it's kind of maybe like a money grabby kind of thing. But I mean, if the game's pretty meaty, then I mean,
Yeah,
we'll see. And maybe when they do it, they'll do some sort of discount if you bought it or something. I doubt it, but I mean, maybe. Who knows?
No way.
But I mean, I'm definitely interested in picking up. I've never played 7. I have
Yeah, I've never played it either.
pretty much nothing about it.
I hear it's pretty long, so
Yeah. I mean, it's a Final Fantasy game, but it's the most beloved. So I mean,
yeah.
I love like Final Fantasy X. That's probably my favorite. I love it.
What's it called? What's the game on there? Not Griffball. It's not
Oh shoot.
Blaze Ball. I don't know.
Nice.
Blitzball.
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 But yeah, that game is cool. So I'm looking forward to. But I don't know if I like. See, I'm more of a fan of like the traditional JRP, like turn-based strategy. This is more of like kind of how Final Fantasy 15 was, where you're kind of you're running around. I think.
Kind of like a Xenoblade Chronicles
Yeah.
type game.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll definitely be interested in picking it up and playing it. But
Could be cool.
But yeah.
What else we got?
So yeah, Redbox, no more games coming in 2020.
Yeah, no longer renting games. I actually looked at a Redbox.
Yeah.
The other day, not just looked at it, but I looked at the stuff it had, and it had some pretty deeply discounted games. Like you can buy them. I knew that you could buy games through Redbox, but you could buy it.
Yeah, it's just like movies. If you keep it long enough or you enjoy it, you can. I think they send you maybe I don't know if they send you the box, but I think you definitely get to keep the disc for sure.
Yeah, I think Odyssey, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, was like $15 on there. So
I've never seen like the actual prices. I just see the renting prices.
Yeah, it has like the buy it now price on it. So potentially before they stop renting games, I might go check a few out, see if they have any like discounted games in there.
I mean, I've rented games before. I remember like, and this was the biggest grace of God from Redbox is I rented Destiny back in the day, like the original. Oh boy, did I win! I won on that deal. That game was. But, I mean, obviously it got better over time, but I'm glad, and that's the reason why I love stuff like Game Pass and all these, services. Is you don't have to, because I mean, like, yeah, when you're a kid or teenager and you get Christmas money and birthday money, like, I'll go drop 60 on a game real quick. But when you're older, you're like, let me, you can afford the games for sure, but you kind of want to invest your money into something that you're going to play.
And you value your time more.
Yeah.
When you get older.
I think that's the most important thing is just the valuation of your time, like you said. I mean.
Yeah, when you're a kid, you have so much time to play.
Yeah, I mean, I remember being up till like 4 or 5 in the morning playing whatever, like marathon in a game and beating it. But I mean, now it's like I get a couple hours a day, or a week, depending on, what it is and to play.
Yeah, you don't want to spend $60 on a game that you're gonna hate.
Yeah.
Destiny.
Or even something that's like super short. I mean,
yeah. I mean, that's what's good about renting like shorter games. Like there are a lot of shorter games, like even now. And I'd love to just rent and play for a week.
Or that's why I like I keep wanting to say Nindies, but the like the smaller games that are like obviously
indie titles,
$10, whatever, that have like really awesome stories to tell, but are super cheap. So it's cool.
Super cheap and super like self-contained. And
and they're usually like super polished too, which is awesome. So but yeah, I mean, I it's been a long time since I've rented a game for Redbox. So I mean, and with with the whole digital age coming on with streaming services, I mean, who knows how long Redbox even has left?
Probably not long.
I mean, it is cool. It is way cheaper than like if you go on your your TV provider now, it's probably $6 to rent a movie. Obviously, you're paying a little bit more for the convenience of not having to leave your home, but I mean, you pay $1 to rent a movie and then return it the next day.
But a lot of times with digital, you can rent a movie and you have like 30 days to watch it.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, I think you have some do it like you have like a week to watch it or something, or 30 hours after you hit play or something. So you can kind of, work your time around it.
Yeah, it's less pressure to watch it immediately.
For sure. All right, you want to dive into this Sony State of Play?
Let's do it.
So yeah, Sony's State of Play happened. Gosh,
I didn't know it was happening.
I didn't either until like last week. They're like, hey, it's coming out. I was like, okay, cool.
Cool.
But they do. How many of these do they do a year? Because I feel like they just had one when they announced like when they had the Last of Us 2 trailer and stuff like that.
This is their fourth one that they've done.
So they
Not
do
this year. I think fourth all time, but they might have done all 4 of them this year. They might have started them this year.
No, they've done them last year too.
Did they?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Well, maybe 3.
Yeah, I think they might do a couple a year. Well, especially since they weren't at E3 this year. They probably split it up a lot better. But so big boy Resident Evil 3 dropped.
Here we go.
Trailer. I mean, that thing. Ooh, I know it since you're hot off the heels of RE2. I mean,
I'm ready. I'm ready to dive in.
But the biggest news is that Project Resistance is attached to RE3. That like honestly, that is probably like the best move they could have done, because I mean that thing looked cool, but I don't think anybody's going to pay $60, especially after like the Raccoon City. What was it? The Raccoon City game that came out where you play like the stars.
Oh my god, that did terribly.
Yeah, it was not good.
Yeah,
and it didn't perform well. So I think that's why a lot of people were hesitant about that thing. And then whenever they dropped that trailer and it was you get
that bait and switch was awesome.
Yeah, that trailer was super cool. At first, when they did like the whole first person thing, I thought maybe they were going to switch it like Resident Evil style 7.
Like make 3.
Yeah, make 3
7?
first person, like make it or whatever. But then, I mean, obviously it's gonna be third person. But yeah, I'm super ready, and the fact that it's coming out in April is insane.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I was not expecting. I mean, obviously with the leaks and stuff, we were expecting to either be at the Game Awards or Play or whatever. I mean, we knew it was coming, but yeah, with it coming out in April, I mean, that's such a perfect time, because I mean, you got Last of Us coming out in May. I know there's probably some more stuff coming out in April, but
there's Doom coming out in March.
Yeah, that comes out in March.
There's Cyberpunk comes out.
Is that
early next year? I think.
I feel like that game might get delayed, but we'll see.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
That's the big one. That's
one of those games that's like you don't know if that thing's ever going to come out. But
yeah, I mean, they should take it time.
RE3, man, I'm super ready for it. I'm ready for.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Stars and all that stuff. I'm ready.
They can't mess it up. I mean,
RE2 was
the formula of RE2.
Yeah, I mean, 7 was great. RE2 is great.
They're on a hot streak with Resident Evil.
They're on a hot streak.
They've won our hearts.
Yeah, and then I didn't actually watch the trailer for Predator. I know it's like a 4v1, 5v1 kind of asymmetrical multiplayer game. Like,
it looks aight.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same developers that did
Evolve.
I think it's Friday the 13th.
Oh, yep.
So I mean, a lot of people like that game. So
yeah, it's pretty big on Steam.
Yeah, so I mean, hopefully, I mean, it could be cool. I mean, we'll see. I'll give it a chance. I'll try it out, whatever.
I'm not like super into asymmetrical games like this, but
I mean,
I'd be willing to try it out.
I think games like Evolve got so hyped up, and that thing came out, and it was not the greatest thing in the world.
It's a tough concept.
I think that game kind of got me away from the whole asymmetrical multiplayer stuff.
Yeah, they were just.
I haven't really tried one like that since. I don't think
I have either.
So, I'm sure I have tried something, but yeah. But
Pretty cool.
Untitled Goose Game's coming to PS4. I still want to play this thing. I need to pick it up on Switch and play it.
Oh, man, it's gonna win your heart. It's such a.
I've seen a lot of videos for it. And we'll talk about it at the Game Awards. But whenever they had that part combined, or whatever, or they did a little segment with Untitled Goose Game, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool that it got that big of a nod.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like it's been pretty beloved by a lot of people. So
great game.
Yeah,
short.
Criminally
short.
Another indie game. But was there much else at Sony's State of Play? I didn't.
Dreams is coming out finally, I guess.
I don't know. Ever since like Far Cry 2, like I haven't really been super into like making levels.
Whoa! What happened? What about Halo 3? Halo Reach.
I dabbled pretty hard in Halo 3's Forge mode.
Yeah.
I don't think I did as much in Reach. I enjoyed downloading it more than anything because people can come up with some crazy stuff.
Good racing maps.
Yeah, definitely.
On Reach.
But I don't think there was that much more at State of Play. It was kind of
nothing that I personally.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it to be too much stuff. I mean, with PS5 Horizon and stuff.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, they did show like a little teaser, but then the main trailer came out in Game Awards.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I guess we'll jump into the Nindie presentation announcements. It's such a weird word to say sometimes, but I love it.
All right, I got my list of announcements up. I want to start with one that I'm extremely, extremely excited for, and that is Sports Story. Now, I don't know if you've played Golf Story.
I did not. It's on my wish list, and I keep waiting for it to go on sale, but I feel like I never do catch it. But you've always said good things about it, and I want to play it, and the new one looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks super cool.
Like, I never really laugh out loud at games. Like, I'll do like blow more air out of the nostrils thing. But just the way they use the HD Rumble and like in Joy-Cons, they use it comedically. And they kind of use it like in tandem with text bubbles, and then they'll use like animated text bubbles that'll get like bigger or smaller depending on what's being said.
Yeah.
And that game made me laugh out loud a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah, I love. Oh man, it's so good.
That's awesome.
I think that's my most anticipated game for next year.
I definitely need to play Golf Story and then hop into the Sports Story. It's more than just a golf game. It's
everything.
Yeah. So it looks pretty cool. But so yeah, Axiom Verge. There's another game I have not played.
I haven't played that one.
Another
looks really good.
Yeah, Metroidvania-esque game. I mean, it's kind of, I wouldn't say rips off Metroid, but it's definitely heavily inspired from it.
Yeah.
So.
And then Dauntless is coming, or it's already on Switch.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Monster Hunter type game.
Yeah, one of my friends I used to work with, he kept saying, "You gonna download Dauntless this week?" And I'd be like, "Yeah," and then I never ended up doing it. But yeah, I mean, I know it's a pretty popular game.
Yes, and it's free.
Yeah, and it's free.
And then we have another one I'm excited for, Skatebird. It's where you play as a bird and you skate. That's all you need to know. That
game looks like Tony Hawk from like 10 years ago with like a bird skin on it. It looks so. They even have like a little like, isn't it like video cassette tapes or something in there that you collect?
I think so.
it looks cool. I don't know.
Gameplay wise, it looks pretty garbage.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, like the animations don't look great, and the skateboarding doesn't look great. But it looks fun. It's like a funny game.
It's a skateboard game, and I'm gonna be into it.
Yeah,
it looks cool. So I'll definitely check it out. I'll probably pick it up on Switch. It is coming to Switch, obviously.
Yeah, so, I don't know if it's coming to anything else.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Did you ever play Oddworld?
No, I've seen videos of it, but I've never actually played it.
That one's getting a sequel, Oddworld: Stranger's Wrath, coming, I think, soon. I think maybe early next year.
Okay, cool.
That's cool. And then I've heard good things about the Talos Principle Deluxe Edition.
I have too. I've heard some good stuff about that.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle game, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you have anything else that you're like particularly excited for that was announced?
No, not really. I mean, always a bunch of interesting stuff with Nintendo's Nindies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, cool stuff. I got some cool stuff coming.
Yeah, good little presentation they had.
All right, so you want to dive into the meat and potatoes of this week's news?
Let's get into it.
All right, so Game Awards. Game Awards. Boy, did they like start off hot and heavy with dropping that new Xbox.
They more like X big.
So, did you see the like the meme Diego posted of like it was like a Twin Tower meme or whatever, and it had like the thing. I think it looks super cool. I mean, it looks like a PC.
And you can turn it sideways too.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm digging it. I mean, it looks like a speaker. I mean, it looks super cool.
So like comically big.
Yeah, I'm into it. But they dropped that thing, and they had Halo going. And because when Master Chief popped up, I was like, no way. I was like, don't do it to me. And they were like, Xbox Series X. I'm like, what? I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah.
But I did just learn today or earlier before we started streaming that the Series X isn't necessarily what the new Xbox is called. So going forward, Xbox is just going to be called Xbox. So they have like the Series X edition, and then they're probably going to have like, I don't know, the Series S or whatever, like the smaller one or the all digital, whatever. So that's going forward. Xbox is the brand, and then whatever series it is that edition, whatever.
That makes sense because no one ever says let's play Xbox One.
Yeah.
People say let's play PS4.
Yeah, so I think Xbox is really diving into like that whole multi-console SKU or whatever.
No, good for them. Yeah, I'm behind it.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm into what it looks like. It looks cool.
Yeah.
Looks like a little tower. I'm into it.
And I'm sure they're going to make a smaller version called the Series S.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. But and then they dropped that so I never played Senua's Sacrifice. Hellblade.
Oh, you didn't?
I did not. I need to. I know it's free on Game Pass, but that trailer was actually like kind of creepy.
Yeah, that game's creepy. The first one's so creepy.
Yeah, with like her like the whole like doing the whole chant or whatever. Like,
yeah,
I didn't know what it was at first until they dropped the name, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I definitely like that trailer. Made me want to go back and play the original. Like, it was just super super creepy, and I was into it.
Yeah, man, that game. Oh, I'm excited for it, but it's such a freaky game.
Yeah, and it's coming to Game Pass, so.
Yeah, kind of a weird announcement to have with the Xbox, like with the new Xbox, though.
Yeah, I was expecting Halo.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're saving that for E3 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we did get another trailer for Final Fantasy 7.
Yep.
I'm not sure if that was the same one from State of Play. I didn't pay too much attention to it.
I don't think so. I think this one focused on Cloud a lot. I don't know. I can't remember.
And then they had looks like another multiplayer game, kind of live service game, that Godfall game.
Yeah, They didn't show any gameplay from it. I don't think.
No, yeah, it was just a trailer. It's Gearbox is publishing it, and Counterplay Games is developing it. I've never heard of that studio before.
Yeah,
but it looks cool. It looks like some sort of like they're calling it a looter slasher. So
looter slasher.
It'd be cool. I imagine. I wonder if it'll be free, or if it'll be kind of a pay game, or like a full price game, and then obviously they'll have their cosmetics and their loot and stuff.
Predicting Gearbox is hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Gearbox now. But
see, they announced that Ruin King game, the League of Legends story.
Yeah, that was one of a few League of Legends stories games.
Yeah, they had that, and then they had Convergence.
And those are like completely single player, not in that gameplay style of League of Legends, right there.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, they set up this huge kind of world.
Yeah, with hundreds or over.
I'm surprised they haven't done something like this already. But I think they said they had like six games or something in development, kind of all like with different styles. So I mean, makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested. I'm not a League of Legends fan, but
yeah, I mean, I've watched a couple of videos. I don't know anything about the lore, so I mean, if the game's cool, I mean, I'll check it out.
They have cool. League of Legends always has the cool announcement trailers for like new characters and stuff.
Yeah,
kind of like Overwatch.
Cool.
Yeah.
They
also got
announced Gears Tactics.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of like that SOCOM-esque Mario Rabbids kind of style of gameplay.
And it goes down in the third person.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super into it. It looks cool. I love the Gears of War universe.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really cool place to play in. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. And it's coming out in April. So another game.
A lot of games early next year.
Yeah, and it's coming to Game Pass. So
heck yeah, I'm gonna play it. It's coming to Game Pass.
It's got to.
We got Bravely Default 2.
Which was confusing because I think you texted me and said, didn't I already announce? And I said, I think it did. But
I think they retconned it.
Yeah, I was a little confused because I thought I could have sworn it came out, but then I looked it up and it was. I guess it didn't. I don't know.
It was called Bravely Second.
Yeah.
In there.
So, because at first when they announced it, I thought it was Octopath Traveler 2.
That's what I thought too. And
same studio. So I was a little confused, and then after I learned about it being Bravely Default, and then I was like, oh yeah, I remember that game. That game was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought a second one had already come out. So
I loved the first one, except for the last third of the game that makes you replay all the bosses again.
I stopped at that point. I
stopped there too. I was like, I'm not doing this. I already beat it.
Yeah, I stopped there and I didn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I played a lot of that game though. A ton.
Yeah, it was a fun game. I definitely enjoyed that kind of that take on that JRPG style of gameplay. So that was
one of my favorite things from that game is you can turn off combat when you're leaving a dungeon. So
yes,
when you're walking out, you can turn it off. It's so awesome.
That is the most important, I think, newer feature in. I think a lot of games are doing this now. Is like you said, just being able to turn that off because it is so annoying trying to like travel through like the open world.
Yeah. Or like kind of what Dragon Quest does, where you can run around.
Yeah. Well, it's like Pokemon now does that, which is super cool. I mean, I like to fight Pokemon, but it is nice to be able to kind of scoot around them if you need to.
Yeah, choose what you want to.
Because I mean, like, after 3 or 4 hours of playing Pokemon straight, it gets kind of tedious as far as, I'm just trying to get to this place and be done and go, turn it off. But if you're constantly getting like hassled by Pokemon and grass or what have you, or monsters in the overworld, it gets super annoying.
Yeah. So hopefully this game does what Bravely Default did right.
Yeah.
And corrects what it did wrong.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely. Anytime we get to go back and replay the game, it's not super fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not very many games that have done that well, I would say.
There was Shovel Knight had a good boss rush
Yeah, it did.
campaign.
I know, like, did you ever play Devil May Cry 4?
Mm.
So they did the same thing with that, where you went through with, I think, Nero, and you got to the end, and then you played with Dante, and then went back through the game. But it was cool because it was two different characters, two completely different styles of, like, games, so it was different. It was cool. So,
Did
I
you
mean,
get the
that
credit
was...
roll?
Huh?
Did you get the credit roll after completing it with the first person?
No, it was part of the story.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember how they tied it in or whatever. It was probably dumb, but
Yeah, I mean,
but so they that Man-Eater game, I must have missed this. I must have went upstairs or was messing with Kellen or something. I know of the game. I know this is not the first trailer for it, but it looks like they showed another trailer for that. It looks cool. I mean,
Man-Eater?
yeah, it's like I'm going down the list that I've got on the show notes. But you play as a shark and you, like, terrorize the surrounding area. Like, kind of looks like what's that game? It was on Xbox Live Arcade, like, back when the original 360 came out.
Oh, this looks
Like, where you play as the fish and you, like, keep getting bigger and bigger as you eat other fish.
Spore? I don't know.
Not Spore. Oh, Spore.
Oh, this does look cool. I'm watching the trailer for it.
Yeah, it looks super cool. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how, like, long the fun would last.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's gonna be like a oh god, something Goat Simulator.
Yeah,
Where
where
it's
you
fun
do
for
a lot
10
of stuff,
minutes.
and then after a while, it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
I'm kind of skipping over. There's a new Warframe expansion coming out. I played Warframe, I think, maybe once. I
I
can't remember.
downloaded it on Switch. I played it for 10
Yeah, I think I played it on Switch, and it was okay. It was like another character action shooter thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't too into it. Control got a new expansion.
Yeah, that's
Still want to go back and
cool.
play Control. Hopefully what Phil Spencer said will come into fruition.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, that would be super cool. Like, just like a really solid, like, January, Game Pass reveal or something. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. We
Um,
have Player Unknown Green's next game after PUBG is called Prologue, and it's a horror game from the look of it. I mean,
yeah,
it looks scary.
it looked cool. It was like a super short trailer. It's a first person. Yeah, that's about all we know. It was super quick. It looked cool.
And it's scary.
Hopefully, it will run better than PUBG. That's all I'm gonna say.
No promises.
Yeah, I mean, I like PUBG. It's a cool game. It took a while to come into to get great, but it was cool. Wolf Among Us 2 got re-announced. So
Telltale's back.
Telltale is back. It does have some of the former members of Telltale, which is cool.
Good for them.
That was kind of a studio that really heated up with The Walking Dead, and I feel like they probably took on too many projects and
I think
couldn't
so.
fulfill the promises of those projects.
Because they had Borderlands, or
Had
Tales from Borderlands, Batman.
I mean, they had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And they might have just had too many people on the projects and didn't have enough money to support what was going on.
I think people probably got burnt out on playing the same type of game over and over again.
I played the first 2 Walking Deads, and they were absolutely excellent. But yeah, Wolf Among Us is a very well regarded one of those kind of games.
Mm-hmm.
I never actually did play that one, but the world and story looks pretty cool. So
yeah, looks sweet.
I don't know about you, but this next one, Fast and Furious Crossroads, when, like, Vin Diesel and Michelle Rodriguez came out on the stage and, like, they did their whole, like, video game thing, it was just super awkward. And I really hate when celebrities, like, try to, worm their way into, like, the video game culture.
It's always rare. It's always weird.
It's very rare when, like, unless it's like Jack Black, which obviously, I mean, he's had his own video game with Brutal Legend, but it's very hard when like, and I know they're just getting paid to come out here and talk about games, whatever, but it's very weird. And I mean, they might play video games, I don't know, but it was kind of awkward. And then they like dropped, he was like, oh, I saw the new Fast 9 trailer, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay.
Oh, so he's plugging the.
Yeah, well, I mean, which is cool. I mean, I like Fast and Furious. I haven't seen the last couple of movies, but it was cool. But Crossroads looked horrible.
Of course.
Like the graphics were like, I don't know, like early PS3, PS2 graphics. I mean, it just.
What do you expect?
I mean, but I mean, you're coming from like a, billion-dollar franchise. I don't know. I mean, it could be super fun. Who knows? I really liked the Fast and Furious crossover with Forza they did a couple years ago.
Oh, I don't even know.
That was pretty cool. I think it was like free. I think.
Really?
Yeah. But that was cool. I mean, it could be a really awesome. Like, obviously, it's gonna have guns and probably car combat and stuff like that. So I mean, it could be cool.
Yeah, good change up to the car genre, I guess.
Yeah.
What else we got? What
You're
else?
into Elder Scrolls. They're going to Skyrim online.
Nice.
I've always kind of wanted to try Elder Scrolls Online, but again, with like time management and stuff, I just don't know if I could.
That's such a big game now.
Yeah, especially it's got so many expansions.
Yeah, that's a big time sink.
Yeah, so I mean, it could be cool. I love Elder Scrolls. I'm definitely pumped for 6. I mean,
in 2027.
I know Bethesda hasn't had the best
not the best track record.
Best track record with Fallout 76 and the way they've handled that game, but I love Prey. I love Doom, so could be.
Speaking of Prey,
yep,
the makers of Prey and Dishonored are making a game called Weird West.
That game looks super cool. It's not what I was expecting when they were talking about it, but it looks cool. It's definitely an interesting world.
Yeah, I think the world looks awesome. I might like it. I don't know. I'd have to see more.
Yeah,
it's pretty. It
looks cool.
I like the cell shading of it.
Yeah. See, I'm skipping over a couple of these games that I don't know. There's a couple of them. Obviously, Apex had their Holiday Bash event.
Yeah.
I don't really play too much Apex anymore, but
I don't really either.
I'm sure it's probably a pretty big deal. Seems there's a new game mode in there as well. Capture the Train mode.
I think it's going on till early January.
Yep, so that looks cool.
Get in there.
Always into I kind of wish Apex. I know they did it for about a month or so when they had the single player, like the solo mode. I definitely enjoyed that more than I did like the typical, 3 squad. Just because like it's hard to get. Sometimes it's hard to get like people in that you want to play with people and sometimes it's hard to get into, like just random people. So playing by yourself I kind of preferred it, to be honest.
Yeah, I never played the solo mode, but
yeah, it was cool. It was definitely pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Sons of the Forest got revealed.
Oh, is that the horror game that I'm thinking of?
Maybe, yeah, I think so. That game looked pretty interesting.
Yeah, looked pretty freaky.
Yeah, pretty freaky.
Let's see, any game in the woods? Oh, scary.
Yeah, anything in the woods is pretty creepy.
Yeah,
I think that's about it.
Oh,
as far as major stuff goes,
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, that trailer. So is it? Obviously, it's probably like some sort of action RPG. I don't know if I've ever actually seen gameplay of this thing.
They showed it in the trailer, I think.
Wait, last year they showed gameplay, didn't they? Of like the person walking through like the field of flowers.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what I keep thinking Sekiro was, but it was actually Ghost of Tsushima.
Sekiro.
Because I don't remember that there was a level in there that I don't remember seeing in Sekiro.
Well, there is a flower kind of level.
Yeah, I know. Like there's like towards the beginning of the game, and then obviously the end. But I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, I could be wrong. But either way, anytime like games like kind of go into like the Japanese culture, it's always super cool. That's why I think I love Sekiro so much.
Yeah, it's just
like it's just not.
It's a beautiful game.
Yeah, it's just not I don't know, expressed too much in gaming. Other than like maybe Dynasty Warriors.
And that's kind of I don't know, like an Americanized take on it, I guess.
Yeah, so it's always very cool when you see other cultures
represented
into gaming, because I mean obviously stuff like the reason why I love the Assassin's Creed so much, especially 2 and Brotherhood, is the fact that it takes place in Italy. So whenever I played that game and then we went to Italy and went to Rome, like it was super cool, like seeing that in the game and then seeing it in real life. It was
seeing how they like represented it pretty accurately.
Yeah, so I definitely love that kind of thing about gaming. And whenever they depict a like a city or something in the game, and then you can actually go to that spot in the real world, is super cool.
Yeah, sweet.
All right. Let's see what else we got. I think that's everything from the Game Awards. Obviously, Sekiro won Game of the Year, which
well deserved.
Not expecting it.
Not at all.
But I was for sure thought that Death Stranding was going to win.
I thought Control was going to win.
Really?
Yeah.
I just thought Death Stranding was going to win because, like, obviously, I mean, I know it's not rigged or anything, but I mean, Jeff Keighley is like a huge Kojima fan and friend.
Yeah.
I just thought that it was going to win, but yeah, I'm glad Sekiro won, because that game is incredible, and I still need to go back and finish that game. But
yeah, totally deserves it. Also, shout out to Fire Emblem for getting People's Choice.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it won Strategy Game of the Year, didn't it?
Yeah, but who cares about that?
So yeah, it was congrats to Fortnite for winning Best Live Game or whatever it won.
For the 8th year in a row.
Yeah. 8th year in a row. It's only been out for like 2.
Sure.
I think it's been 3. Gosh, it's been 3 years since Fortnite came out.
No, it's been 2.
2? Okay. Yeah. But let's go ahead and dive into is there anything else you want to talk about as far as news goes?
Ori and the Will of the Wisps got a release date.
Oh yeah, it did.
For March 11th.
March 11th. So good stuff. A lot of good stuff coming out.
Yeah.
I never did actually play the original Ori in the Blind Forest.
Neither. I downloaded the demo on Switch.
And it's free on Game Pass. Yeah. There's so many games I have to play like on Game Pass and just in general.
Yeah. Oh, and
a lot of stuff this year.
And No More Heroes 3 got a new trailer, which is really weird.
Yeah.
It was at the start of the Game Awards.
Yeah. They had a couple of things announced at the Game Awards like before it even started, which was kind of weird.
Yeah. Uncharacteristic of them.
But yeah, it's been I definitely enjoyed it, man, but that thing was long. It was 3 hours, I think.
Oh my god, yeah.
It was super, I mean, I enjoyed every second of it, but like it was super duper long. Like, oh my god. A lot
of commercials.
Yeah. A lot of commercials and stuff like that, but at least it was all like gaming related and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was cool. I like watching that Doom trailer for like the 18,000th time. By the end of that was cool to watch.
Still fun.
But yeah, I guess let's go ahead and just jump straight into the topic of the week, which is, what franchise do you want to come back? So do you want to start, or do you want me to start it?
You start it, because I still have to think of one.
Okay. So I think I've got 2. So I would really like for EA, and it's probably not going to be Visceral Games, but they need to do another Dead Space. Like, I don't know. I don't think it necessarily has to be like a reimagining of the first game. But like, I really want them to just like, get rid of all the multiplayer stuff and just make it like a super, super scary, intense, either third person or first person, because the first person games on the Wii were actually pretty good. Like the on rails like games.
Yeah.
Those are super solid for being on rails.
What was that called?
Dead Space.
Extinction or something X.
I don't know.
Extraction,
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those games are super cool. Even the mobile game was actually pretty solid for being on mobile.
Oh, like the mobile Dead Space.
Yeah, being like on iPad or whatever. It was actually pretty cool. So
That was,
yeah,
like,
I would love to see a new Dead Space. And the second one I would think, I don't know if you ever played this game, but it's Overlord. It's like
I did.
It's like Codemaster's version of Pikmin with like little. If for anyone who's never played it, you're kind of like this demon roller king kind of guy, an overlord, if you would say, and you have like these minions that kind of are by your side at all times, and it works the exact same way as like Pikmin does. Like you have your fire ones that can go through fire, you have your blue that can swim. I think there's purple ones.
That really was a ripoff of Pikmin.
Yeah.
I remember watching you play it a ton.
And it was so funny. Like just, and it was like that kind of, I think it was like, maybe like not the Knights of Camelot, but they had some like pretty funny references. But yeah, it was a super cool game. And then when they announced like that Overlord, like something of evil a couple years ago, and it was like almost like kind of like a Diablo-esque style thing that was super disappointing looking. But yeah, that game, those two games were absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. Yeah, they didn't review super great. I think they were like a solid 7, I think. So I mean that's pretty good. But those games were awesome. So yeah, I would love to see that come back.
Yeah, no, I would too.
That come back, and then obviously Dead Space. But what's your choice? Hopefully, I ate up some time where you can think.
Of one.
Kellen, go play, okay? I'll be out there in a second, okay? Here, go play.
Come on, Kellen. No. Let's go.
Here, I'll be out there in a second, okay? Okay? Go upstairs. Go get mommy. Go get mommy. All right, go ahead.
This is really the only one I can think of right now. But
other than skate.
You got me. It's Skate.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's Skate. So Black Box, the studio that developed Skate.
Yeah.
EA shut them down like EA does with every other studio.
Every other great studio, yeah, of course.
Yeah, Visceral and other good ones. No, I feel like it's like right around the corner though. I feel like it's about to come back.
Predictions: E3 next year. Skate 4 gets announced.
You think so?
Tony Hawk Skate 4. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Well, because the reason I say that is because I think Tony Hawk he was in talks with EA of making a new skateboarding game. So, I mean, how awesome would that be? I mean, obviously you want to keep it within the skate realm.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think there's a world for skate and a world for like Tony Hawk style game. Where
arcade style.
Arcade versus, realistic. I would play both of those games because Tony Hawk was an awesome franchise. Mm-hmm. But how awesome would that be if Tony Hawk came on stage at E3 and was like, whatever, Tony Hawk Skate. I feel like they'd probably call it just Skate.
He didn't come with some board accessory that you had to use. Just came out and announced the game. Oh, that'd be great.
Nothing.
Well, there is Project Session.
Yeah, I've seen that. That looks just like Skate. So
yeah, except even more realistic. And then there's Skater. I think it's called Skater Plus or something like that. But it's coming out to Xbox, I think, this month.
Well, don't forget that Skatebird's coming.
Hey, that's game of the year 2020.
That game does look pretty cool. I do want to check that out for sure.
Yeah.
But there's just not enough skateboarding games, man. Like,
I don't know what happened. They just fell off, and now they're kind of coming back.
Yeah, I mean, you got
Like
like,
on
I mean,
Steam.
obviously like Ollie Ollie and Ollie Ollie 2
Yeah, those were good too.
was there for a little bit. That's just one genre that you don't really ever see anymore. And like
I don't know what
skateboarding
happened.
is such a cool. Obviously, it's like a super cool sport, but like it was just a fun game. Like I remember like playing like Tony Hawk's Project 8 and stuff, and then
Oh yeah,
even
Underground?
watching you play like Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam was like it was cool, man. It was a cool game.
It was.
I enjoyed it.
I
Like
loved
I
it.
enjoyed watching you play it, and I mean there's a couple other like I mean obviously like I mean I would really like them to make a Tony Hawk's Underground 3.
I think that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Sub.
Because I mean, you got like all the different skaters with like Bam, and I think Steve-O was in it too. I think maybe.
Was
So, I mean, just it was a cool game, but
yeah, it's crazy.
Something we need to see more of. It's time.
It's like going back to the kind of humor of early 360, late PS2, late Xbox games, kind of like Overlord, like those kind of games.
Yeah, you don't really see like a ton of. I mean, you probably do, but yeah, I mean, kind of those like cartoony games that were funny. Did you ever play Cameo?
I watched you play a lot of Cameo.
On the 360.
That's a rare game, right?
Yeah, it's a rare game. It's on the rare collection. I would like to see a Cameo too. That game was pretty cool. I actually played it not too long ago.
Really? Doesn't
hold up too well, but it was cool back in the day.
It seemed fun at the time.
I do want to play the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yes.
Because I remember playing that back in the day. I think it was that one.
Probably.
Where like I think I was being like a super dick to you and like made you leave the room or something.
Well, yeah, probably because you're getting frustrated because you're doing some platforming level or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was one of those SpongeBob games where like it just got me so heated. I think it was like at Robbie and Missy's house too. Like I just got super duper heated over it for no reason.
I remember you made me leave the room a couple of times.
Yeah,
a couple different games. Just like just feeling me watching you from behind you just made you even more mad.
Yeah. I don't know.
I tried to be quiet. Tried to be as quiet as possible.
Sense your presence looking at me in disgust. Or like when I be playing a game or something like Cry Down, Adam be like, I really wish I could play this game right now. I don't want to play this game right now.
This game looks dumb. I don't want to play it. But seriously, can I play it?
I don't know why I never just let him play. He just got on my nerves so much.
It's a principle thing.
Yeah, it's a principle. But yeah, I think that's gonna about wrap it up. Obviously next week we'll record on Sunday. We actually, I mean, we might be able to do. Well, actually, no.
Probably.
Maybe because we'll be doing Christmas with the family Sunday.
Probably not Sunday.
But when will you be in town?
I'll be in town Saturday.
Maybe we can do it Saturday. We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But
we'll do an in-person one.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it in person for sure.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. We'll have to. I don't know when. We'll probably record Game of the Year stuff next weekend, like the following weekend after Christmas, sometime like that.
Yeah.
We can go over like maybe we'll do like our top 5 like games of the year or something like that.
That'd be good.
That'd be pretty.
Maybe we can have a category or something, like a few categories.
Yeah, we can discuss that. I don't know if we'll do it like kind of. You remember how we did it like 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah. On
YouTube, whatever. We had like the categories and we kind of like argue back and forth about what was which. You know, where
I watched a few of those like earlier this week.
Yeah, I do. I probably need to go back and watch those just to kind of see
what we were into at the time.
Yeah, I remember like Witcher and stuff. I think it was like 2014, maybe 13. 14, I think.
No, it was 2015 because
15.
Splatoon had come out.
Oh yeah,
Splatoon.
It's such a beautiful game, man. I feel like Splatoon 3 might get announced at E3.
Maybe. It's been long enough.
Yeah, I feel like it might. I think that'd be cool.
Be nice.
I don't know. I feel like Nintendo's gonna come pretty hot next year. I got a feeling.
They kind of have to.
Like I'm always so like most hyped with Nintendo just because like they have so many awesome franchises and like any sort of like remaster they do, I'm like, yes, give it to me. So
And then I'm always slightly let down.
always
Exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's probably gonna wrap up the show. Yeah, let's see. Is there anything else? Hold on. No, I think that's it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Any sort of question ideas you have for next week or anything like that, send it to gamingwiththebros@yahoo.com.
Yahoo.
And any sort of questions or suggestions you have, or what have you, just send them
what was your game of the year?
Yeah, what was your game of the year? What was your what's a franchise you would love to return?
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
There's a bunch. Mass Effect would be great. I would love to see a new Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Andromeda was not good. So
A poo-poo game.
But Mass Effect 2 had the best trailer of all time. Like that. Oh God, it was so hype.
I don't remember any part of it.
Yeah, it was the most hypest trailer ever. Like, I literally
More
got
than Halo 3?
chills on my spine. I like on my arms. Halo 3 was good. Halo 3 was pretty hype though. Whenever like
He took his cape off.
the arc. No, that's Halo Infinite, bro.
Bro, no, bro. It was Halo 3.
The cape?
No, he had a little.
Halo Infinite, bro.
Well, no, he did the
Bubble shield. Yeah, that was Halo 3.
I thought there was a cape in that, but I mean, I could be wrong.
The cape was Infinite. He's
There
wearing
could've
like,
been more than
he's
one
wearing
cape.
like a sandy cape. He's keeping all the sand out of his space ready suit of armor.
It's metal. I can just sand off my metal.
Yeah, I'm ready for Halo Infinite. But anyways, yeah, send all that information, send all that stuff, questions, suggestions for the show. If you like our kind of our routine that we've got going on, anything like that, give us a review on iTunes or any other podcast source. We're on everything now, which is awesome.
All the things.
I think we're almost at like 70 downloads or something like that. So that's pretty awesome.
We're getting that Hyundai stick.
Yeah,
that Hyundai.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. We're coming up on episode 10 very shortly. So hopefully by 10 we'll have our first guest lineup. I feel like we should get somebody to come on. So if you want to come on, send us the email.
Send us an email to gamingwiththebros@bahoo.com.
Yeah, come on over. Or just shoot us a text. Whatever. If you're a friend of the show, I mean, do it.
Just text us.
We'll let you come on and talk about some games.
Yeah,
talk about some video games.
Some games.
But yeah, I appreciate everyone that's watched live and of course downloaded the show via audio, whatever your favorite podcasting is. We definitely appreciate you. And yeah, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Lost so carelessly, but were you ever free? Yeah, temptation.